So my name is Douglas Rasmussen. I'm the current caretaker of Immaculate Conception Parish. Learning bits and pieces of it through the renovations we've done at the church. One of the areas we did is we created a new bathroom and had to actually remove a piece of the flooring to run plumbing. And in doing so, learned that the terrazzo itself is about 2.5 inches thick. So the rock in that. And then under that is mesh, followed by about 4 inches of concrete. So a very well and strong built floor that would take anything. With our sanctuary, when I became caretaker, the sanctuary was covered in carpet, right from the bottom of the stairs all the way along the sanctuary there. And Father Sir Louis had a vision of renovating and kind of updating the sanctuary because the carpet was getting old. And when we removed the carpet, the floor was covered in glue, and we realized that there was a mic cable that had been run at one point. So they had cut into the floor a nice channel about 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch wide, and about 1 inch deep, that then I had to figure out, how do I fill this? So I did a little bit of experimentation with different grouts and colors, and then one of the gentlemen, one of our parishioners, had a chunk of terrazzo from when they took out the baptismal font. And I was able to get pieces of that I could crush up into smaller pieces, lay in the channel, put in the grout, let that harden, and then sand it away to kind of make it match a little closer so that we didn't just have this void. I think a lot of it has to do with building for permanence. It kind of ties in with the altar, where the altar is made out of stone. It's the rock. It's supposed to be immovable, and it's supposed to last. And so the floor, the way they've done it is they've built it where, same with the walls out of brick, they're using materials that are going to last. They're going to take abuse. They're going to take flood. They could take fire and still be here. Even that little bit of repair work that I did, like when you put in those marble pieces, you don't just throw them in, you have to place them in so that there's spacing around them and that they're laid out where it's not noticeable, where you have pockets. And so the more detailed a craft is, or a product is, that craft has to be more detailed. So you could definitely follow that with, if in the masonry end of things, the terrazzo with the detail that needs to go in wouldn't be for everybody. Walking into the church, you do get that feeling. There's a very deliberate, everything ties together. The colors in the stained glass do marry and complement the floor, which ultimately leads you to the altar. The legs of the altar and the side altars are all out of the green marble, which then leads you up to the altar tops. And so it all leads you to that center spot. And then, of course, the tabernacle with Jesus in there.